All right, folks, it's a happy Wednesday. Wednesday, December 19th. It's about 4:30 p.m. Got home a little bit ago. It's kind of like Groundhog's Week here. I'll be doing about the same thing every Wednesday. Threw the bags in the house. Just came back with my second load of alfalfa baleage to prepare for bale sales this weekend. Starting this evening at 6 o'clock, I got bale sales starting. Just finished up a little bit of feeding. And this is what we got going on. Right now they're getting their grain. And we like to leave them be for a little while, polish up their grain. And of course I'll kick that hay back in and give them a little bit of fresher hay for the evening, including filling up these little water tubs. Same with these guys and a couple of gals here. Reason these lights are off, folks, is, you know, we manually unscrewed them off. We keep the light switch on for this run of lights because there is the heat tape's plugged into them, and we just leave a couple of lights running. And, same with these two right here. Of course, this is the bull that we kept back right here, the big brute. They're doing good. They're doing real good on that grain. They like it. If you follow the videos, you'll know what I did to the grain. I cheapened it up substantially. In fact, if we're talking dollars here, I cut the price in half. Yeah, straight grain mix of 60% corn, 25% oats, 15% barley, and have it pulverized. So we're going to leave them be for a little while. Let them eat their grain up, and then water and ham, and that's it. Just got done feeding the heifers their grain. Those bunch of pigs, they're already done with it. They went back to a fresh bale of alfalfa baleage that was fed this morning. And we'll take a look at them real quick. Okay. I've stated about 100 times that bragging is for losers, for people with a point to prove. If that makes any sense, or somebody with something to hide. I don't trust a bragger. So the way I'm going to put it is like this. I tapped into the second crop alfalfa. Here, actually I tapped into it when I was home last, but only one bale's worth. I just came back with the second load of alfalfa baleage to stockpile for this weekend for single bale sales here on the farm, and which is a grand total of only 14 bales. But I got a mediocre wagon here, and these things are heavy. What I'm trying to say is I'm about to show you the nicest second crop alfalfa baleage I've ever opened personally myself that I made. And I'm very, very happy with it. Very happy about it. And I'll explain to you the process that I took on this second crop. Not only do I remember it, but I've got it written down. It's something I did this year is I kept a little bit of a log, you know, deer diary, of this year's doings, bale counts, times, even a little bit of weather, you name it. But yeah, I am extremely happy. There are going to be some extremely happy customers with this stuff. It's absolutely just beautiful. I got a simple 7 bales packed here, and of course I got one in the front of the tractor and 6 on the wagon. Any bale sales of 3 bales or more is going to be strictly done in the field. It's nice to have these here on hand for single bale sales, because a lot of people, you know, they like coming here with their half ton or 3/4 ton, which is acceptable, to put one of these heavy bales in the back And then what they do if they don't have, you know, I mean, not everybody's got a tractor. What they'll do is we'll make sure that there's a little snow in the bed. This plastic film wrap sitting on snow is the slipperiest thing you've ever seen. What we'll do is we'll make sure that there's a little bit of snow in the bed of the back of the bed of the truck. And what they'll normally do is pull up to a tree, put a chain around it respectfully, and just pull forward like a bat out of hell so it doesn't affect your tailgate. And works real good for everybody. But yeah. So that's what I got going. Very, very happy with this second crop. Okay, what did I mean when I knew what I did for a process on the second crop? I recall it, and it is written down. I found myself all prepared one day. I forget what date I made this. I was prepared by 4:30 p.m. for the following day to just to mow down all the alfalfa, which I was cutting at about noonish, letting it sit till the following day and baling. I don't really think I can, nor do I want to do same day. I don't want to bale right behind the disbine. That's a recipe for disaster. I let it sit and wither for about 14-15 hours. And it seems to do real good, and the baleage comes out fantastic. What I did with this is I was ready by 4:30 p.m. one day this summer. Disbine was ready, baler was ready, everything was set to go. The rotary rake, because the second crop, you know, was a lot thinner, I rotary raked it. Basically, I merged it with the rotary rake. And so anyway, I had some chores to do, got all done. I found myself sitting on my hands at about 6 p.m. that evening. And, you know, I had a wild burr up my you-know-what, and I'm like, you know what, this is ridiculous. Why am I waiting? I have nothing to do. And I went out there, and I had that field knocked down by about 9:30 p.m. I remember rotary raking it there was no dew, foreign moisture. You got to watch that, folks. I believe I rotary raked it by 9:30 a.m. and I started baling by noon. And this is the outcome. Now let's cut the mustard here. This is second crop alfalfa. It's going to be beautiful stuff anyway. Now I can't wait to open up the third crop. It's going to be good stuff anyway, but I'm absolutely in love with what I'm seeing there. And I'm going to tell you something. I think that needs to be my normal process on alfalfa. I do believe I'm letting it wither just a little too long. It still makes fantastic baleage, but I believe I'm going to make that a normal next year, 2019. And that is if I can afford it, mowing down alfalfa. We're not talking about sorghum here right now, folks. Mowing down the alfalfa at night. Getting started by no later than 6 p.m. and keeping tabs on the weather and going from there. But anyway, I don't know, I might be full of beans, but I remember that process, and the proof is in the pudding, and that's some fantastic stuff. So anyway, I'm definitely going to keep that in mind. As you can see here, folks, we've had some warmer weather. I do believe it's 38 degrees right now. I got a fresh bale of hay a couple days ago. Of course, as you can see, the grain's all gone. And I want to say I don't know, I didn't really get a chance to talk to Dad much there. I'm willing to bet they got this bale of baleage yesterday afternoon. Yeah, definitely. They definitely didn't get it today. But this is the first crop stuff. It's very good. Extremely stemmy. Doesn't take a keen eye to see that. But they're eating it right up. There is leftovers. I'll admit it. We're standing on a pile of leftovers, as you can see it. But it's working out real good. Right, you bunch of pigs? Huh? Heifer's doing real good. Everything's real healthy. And all's well. I need to kick some straw in there to them tomorrow. And that's what happens when things get a little bit warmed up here during winter months. Things become a little sloppy. But, oh well. This is a time of year where there's not a whole lot of mineral being consumed. And it's obviously free choice here. There's times during the spring you'll go through 2 bags a day between a lot and then of course the cow yard. That's a little excessive, 2 bags a day, but roughly. There's some times of the year where they just they'll pick at it, but there's not really a yearning for it. So yeah. Before I started stacking this really nice second crop, there was 2 bales of alfalfa left over. Now, don't judge this alfalfa compared to that. That is first crop. That's what happens when it sits out end to end and it's open. Okay, you got to watch that. There's nothing wrong with this. This is still phenomenal alfalfa baleage. But I will not be selling that stuff because, hey, people are picky and they should be picky. This will be going to, I'll probably give one of these to the cow yard. The other one will be to the heifer lot when they're ready. I do need to go on a sorghum run. I've only got one left. I think the cows are going to go ahead and get a bale of alfalfa tomorrow, get it fed up. But that's just phenomenal stuff. Okay, let's talk about the sorghum. We got a video coming tomorrow. I'm going to open up a second crop row. I don't know if that's wise or smart or not, but I want to open it up because I want to, and once I open it, I'm going to finish it. The good problem is I still have a first crop line. One of the first crop lines is gone. I finished that up on Saturday. The other first crop line, which is 91 bales, I'm going to let that sit there because I know what it is. And I'm probably going to keep that for the own farm's consumption. Reason I'm talking like this is there is a very serious gentleman that is coming to get some bales this week to test it. He's going to bring 4 or 5 bales back to his dairy farm, a pretty good sized dairy operation. He's going to throw it in the TMR, make a mix, and he's going to give it a whirl, see if he and the cows are happy about it. And he's probably, obviously, without a doubt, going to take a sample and get it tested ASAP. So with that very wet first crop that I made, I'm going to go ahead and open up the second crop. He's going to want that anyway, and I kind of want to see what it looks like. So we will do a video on open up the second crop sorghum tomorrow, and we'll see what it looks like. Other than that, it's just a normal weekend coming up here, the weekend before Christmas. I'm going to be busier than a you-know-what. I do need to shut down on Sunday, though, because I got to go do my Christmas shopping. I'm not sure where the last 3 weeks went. I really don't know. Huh, Jesus. But whatever. Oh, Friday. Folks, I got a really good shout out coming Friday. I finally got permission from this person. Yes, and I'll explain that more on Friday. There's a fantastic shout out that I'm very proud of coming on Friday at some point. And we'll kind of go from there. Otherwise, stay tuned. We'll take a video of something, somehow, some way, somewhere, somewhat. And yeah, we'll go from there. Folks, just checking in. Everything's going okay. Busy. Busy is good. I hope the same for you. If you're not busy, change it, because this country needs your help. That's all I'm going to say on that matter. But we're going to talk to you sooner and later. Have a good night.